morning, everybody. Is it good morning or afternoon? Morning still. Yeah, it's been a long time since I just picked up the camera and started talking to you guys. And to be honest, it's because I haven't been okay. And so I am just going to, I have lots to do today. As you can see, like the house is a mess. So I'm just going to clean up the house, do some things around the house, and talk to you guys more about mental health, being a doctor, having all these different roles, and just talking through some of my feelings and just probably reconnecting with some of you guys. So yeah. So I've just been feeling like super off. No motivation to do anything. You guys probably haven't seen me vlog in a very long time. My vlogs are usually filmed in advance, so it's probably been months. So if you haven't been following me on Instagram, then you probably don't know what's going on in my life and all that stuff, like basically day to day. Funny story, this broccoli is from my garden. And the first batch that I took in, I didn't rinse it well enough. You're supposed to rinse it with like salt water to help all the bugs and caterpillars come out. And so I just threw it into the wok, and there were like, I want to say at least 6 or 7 caterpillars. Wyatt wouldn't eat it, so then we kind of tossed it, and then I did a second batch of broccoli. So I get like this from time to time where I start feeling depressed and I feel like I have no motivation to do anything. I struggle to get out of bed, and all I want to do is watch a TV show because it helps me escape from reality. It helps me just like not be in my life. Like this past few weeks I've been watching Outlander, and it's easier to immerse yourself in a fictional story rather than be present. But now I finished Outlander, and so here I am trying to deal with my feelings. Anyways, I used to feel like this a lot in medical school. I don't know, at that time it was a lot easier for me because I didn't have anybody else to take care of. It was just me. I was dating Stan, obviously, but he always gave me my space. Like he just gave me space. And now that I'm a mother and I have a house and all that stuff, like there is always stuff to be done. The children still always need to be taken care of. And so it's harder now just to like check out and not do anything and have like a mental break. And people ask me this all the time, like, what do you do when you're feeling down and depressed and like you know you need to study but you just can't study? Like, what do you do in those times? And to be honest, like I tell those people who ask me that, you need to take a break. You need to just take some time to reflect and just relax and unwind a little bit, because medicine always glorifies this being overworked without adequate pay and glorifying the grind, as you would say. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think that you need a go-getter mentality to become any successful person. To go to medical school, to finish medical school, it takes a lot of endurance and work. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have those things, but like the overworked part, the compromising your own mental health and sacrificing that much of yourself for others and not being recognized for it, that is a different story. And so like when I hear stories about residents working through being sick, like I've been there, where they have to, go on rounds to see patients with an IV in their arm. That toxic mentality needs to change. I don't know why I'm being so choked up right now, but that mentality has to change for the sake of medicine, just because there's such a high sorry. Ooh, I need to compose myself. There's such a high percentage of physician burnout, resident burnout, suicide. And so I want us as a culture to be different. I think the further you go out into medicine, the more, or not further out, but like once you're in residency and beyond, you'll understand that there's a lot of bureaucracy in medicine. A lot of the times as a doctor, you want to do things for your patient and you understand and you learn what is the best care, but your care is dictated by what insurance companies will and will not cover for your patients. It depends on what your institution will and will not allow you to do for your patients. And so a lot of the times your hands are tied, and what patients don't see is the constant phone calls to insurance companies, to other providers, to pharmacies, and all this paperwork that goes into trying to get everybody the best care. And if something doesn't work out, the patients end up blaming the doctors. And, it's not that we don't care. It's like sometimes we just can't. And so it's very frustrating to get like the both ends of the stick. I hate that doctors are being played out as this villain. This is a very depressing video. Summer, are you ready to go outside? You're just gonna lay there. Yeah. You're gonna go pee, yeah? You didn't even want to come out here. You wanted to be in your kennel. Okay. Go ahead. Go pee. Go pee. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Whoa. Hello. Good girl. Hi. Hi. Say hi, everybody. My name is Summer, and I am a Labradoodle, and I like to eat all of Mommy's plants. All right, so I don't want this video just to be me complaining the whole time. Like, I don't want you to think it's that. I'm just in a bad mental headspace right now, and I'm just trying to be brutally honest with you all that this happens to me. Like, this is just real life, and my mind just always goes to this dark place from time to time. So what can you do to put yourself back in a better place, to see the world in a brighter light? Because I'm sure it happens to all of us. I personally don't think that I need medication at this time, but I'm not opposed to taking medication if I needed it. So let's just talk about things that you can personally do for yourself while you're at home. And I'm sorry if I forget any of these references that I refer to. If I do remember them, I will list them in the description box down below. It's like all these different books that I've read, but it talks about happiness and the meaning of your life. Like, when do you actually... Oh, I think it's like The Pursuit of Happiness or something is a book I read. And why is it that some people find more happiness and joy in their life as compared to other people doing the same job or working in the same career? What makes it different between these people? And so I found personally for me that if I am not stimulated, if I do not find my purpose or bigger meaning in life, then I find that I struggle. And so if you're doing the same thing every single day and you see no purpose in the things that you're doing, it's going to be very depressing. But if you find the joy in, if you find your purpose, I would say, like every time I make a YouTube video, I think about empowering and inspiring others to pursue their own dreams or whatever they want to do, to be empowered as a person. to stand up for themselves, to pursue a career, to make life choices that they wouldn't have made otherwise. And when I talk to my patients, like, I want to empower them to make their own health decisions. I want to empower them by educating them in knowledge so they know what their health diagnosis means. I want them to know what steps they need to do going forward, and I want them to know that they have the power within them to make these choices. And so it brings me great joy in knowing that I can do that for people, instead of just seeing it like, oh, I'm just making another YouTube video, or I'm just talking to another patient about hypertension, diabetes, and all that stuff. If I find like the deeper meaning or the bigger meaning in something, then it makes me happier. Or always like bettering my skills. So like when I edit a YouTube video and I think that, hey, this editing is bomb, you know, look at the transitions, they are so clean. It makes me really happy, like watching these videos and seeing the work that I've created and being better and better each and every time. Same with being a doctor, you know, like procedures that I do, or ways that I educate or explain things to someone, or building those connections. Like, it makes me feel good to become better at something. And so I don't know if I've just been in a rut because I haven't been applying myself to YouTube, and I haven't been trying to edit any of my videos or anything like that. So, but as I said, like, I go through this, and a lot of the times motivation, it doesn't just come to you, motivation is made. And so applying yourself every day is a start. Also, I've been on vacation and I've been having a break, but I feel like this break it's hard because when I'm at work, it's a lot easier. Like, I'm surrounded by like-minded people. I get to visit with patients and talk to them. Like, I feel very, sometimes very alone when I'm on vacation. So I don't know. So we're in a different part of the garden. It's kind of loud, so I hope you can hear me. But I encourage you to find that deeper meaning of why you're doing something, and finding like more of your purpose. What is your calling? For example, in med school, it's going to be really hard to study for exam after exam after exam, for boards after boards. You know, it's like, it's very draining. And it's hard to find motivation in those things if you just think to yourself, like, I have to do another test. It will possibly bring you more joy to think of it as like, this information is going to help me become the best physician that I can be, to eventually help patients and change their lives in the future. This could save someone's life in the future. And so thinking of that in that infinite mindset, in that way, will help you, motivate you, maybe pull you out of a rut where you feel like you can't study or you have no motivation to study. Changing your perspective. The best thing that you can do in life is being able to control your mind and controlling your mindset. I'm working on that every single day to become a happier and healthier person. And so just my little tidbit of what I personally do to try to be better. Like, I'm not 100% right now, and I'm trying to think in a better mindset. And that's why I am picking up the camera and vlogging with you guys, just because like, I had no motivation. Like, I had no motivation these past few weeks, and I just told myself, like, it's not gonna just come to me. Like, I need to do something. I need to make this energy. I need to put it out into the world and do it, because it's not just gonna happen. And so yeah, that's just my thought process right now, out here in the garden, trying to find some more happiness, because I don't know, seeing things grow make me really happy. Like, look how huge it is. Look at this. It used to be just dirt, and now like, I literally grew all this. Like, this is the only transplant I have. The rest of this is from seed. Actually, no, I lied. That is from transplants too. But the rest of this, like, this is from a seed, this is from a seed, this is from a seed, those all are from seeds. So yeah, I see evidence of snails somewhere, but I don't see any right now. I didn't come out to the garden this morning. Okay, Summer, don't eat any of the plants, okay? I'm watching you. Okay, you want to try to learn more tricks? Also, it's been kind of gloomy the last few days, and the sun has finally come out. This hat is like ridiculous right now. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, where somewhere where you don't get enough sunlight, you can be vitamin D deficient, and that can cause a lot of depressed mood and fatigue and things like that. And so if you're in the Pacific Northwest, I always recommend people supplementing with some over-the-counter vitamin D, like just 1,000 units a day, or you can just take it a week, 5,000 a week or something like that. It's going to be fine. You're probably low in the Pacific Northwest area just because we don't have sun. If you're in San Diego, you're probably fine. As always, talk to your doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm just saying in general. Stop eating my plants. Look this way. Yeah, it's working. You are playing, honey. So I just finished the 71-minute workout. I think that's like the longest workout I've ever done. Usually I go for 30 minutes on tempo, and then recently increased to an hour. This has just been the longest one, but it was really good. I almost didn't do it. London woke up right at the end, so he came up here and we did our stretch together. I do feel like I've never had a runner's high, but I do feel really good after I lift weights and I exercise. And so if you're feeling in a rut, I highly recommend getting some physical activity. Better if it's outside in the sun. Wear your sunblock though. But just like getting your blood flowing, getting all those endorphins rushing, I promise you, you will feel good afterwards. Like probably not during, but afterwards. Like I already feel a whole bunch better. I also noticed that I am really happy every time I see this guy smile. Smile, 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 smile. He smile? Can you smile? London, smile. Smile. You've gotten so big. But, you know, like, it's probably really loud. Just spending time with your friends, being around people who truly care about you, who won't judge you, who wants you to do your best, no matter what that is. Those are the people that I recommend reaching out to. I know a lot of the times we feel like a burden whenever this happens, but having a sense of community and knowing that someone's there for you will make so much of a difference. Love it. You're awesome, buddy.
Hot.
You want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, come here.
Cheese.
Come here. Cheese. Cheese. I guess last thing I want to say, closing this all out, is that I think with time I have finally accepted, like, it's okay to have feelings, and especially like guilt for taking a break, or guilt for prioritizing my mental health, or mom guilt. There's just like so much guilt that I have. It kind of I think it's based on a lot of my upbringing and how I was raised. But I'm trying to really combat that. Like, if I need a mental health day, if I need to feel sad, then I'm just gonna feel it without judging myself for it. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? You don't know? It's hot today, huh? You want to drink some water?
Yeah, I'm so thirsty.
You're so thirsty?
That's mine.
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah.
You drink it all? No, there's still more in there.
Yeah. Oh.
So just trying to live every day, either being happy, sad, anxious, or whatever, letting me feel all those emotions in the moment, realizing that, you know, not all bad emotions last forever, and that I have the power to change my mindset eventually. I wanted to let you guys know some of my tips that I go through when I'm feeling down or depressed. Like, these are normal emotions. Please don't feel like you're alone. And if you do feel alone, please reach out. Just ask for help if you feel like you're at your rope's end. Like, it's not a place where anyone should judge you. I hope everyone is having a fabulous week and plenty of beautiful summer days to come. Love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. I love building this community, love talking to you all, getting to know you guys in the comment section. So give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out our channel. There's Summer. And we'll see you guys again next week. Peace. Say bye, London.
Bye.
Bye.
Wyatt.
Bye, Wyatt. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Wyatt.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Wyatt.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Can you do the fingers?
Peace.
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 Peace. Peace.
Cheese.
Peace.
Kiss. Give Mom a kiss. Mwah. Mwah.
No, like this.